Hello, everyone. Sharing with you the reasons why people choose to become single. So, this is an article from BuzzFeed Community. So, I wanted to share with you some of the responses there, and also we'll go over a study that also I came across with.
Aha.
So, one person said they think can be expensive and it will cost you more money and time, right? But of course, once you live together, you can split the expenses. But for them, getting started is the hard part. One said about enjoying the freedom comes with being single and also integrating into another family, which is true because once you're married to the family as well. So you can't avoid it. Every situation, every event or holiday, you get to spend time with that family. And you mentioned about being, it could be too much drama. And also one saying how being single doesn't mean you can be alone, but doesn't mean you're lonely because you can do other activities, spend more time with people you love. Another common response was life is already hard with all the expenses that we have to pay, right? So you're already dealing with a lot of issues yourself, and then you add someone who can either be a headache or something that won't match your energy. And people, another response is one being selective, right? You have to choose your partner wisely. And I remember from one of our trainings, one of the speakers said that you have to choose your partner wisely because he or she will be a cause of stress. It will affect your whole being, right? Financially, emotionally, psychologically. So it's true because you would have to spend a lifetime with your partner. And if it's something that will be a stressor, it's not
Oh.
worth it. Another one is being comfortable on their own. So they don't need anyone to complete them, right? And being with someone also can be draining, that you would have to recharge every now and then. And because there's a higher percentage now of people who are single, it has become not really a norm, but people choose to become single with the circumstances they're in, or it could be from one of the responses, they had some trauma or someone cheated on them. They want to be selective and make sure the person that they'll consider, dating or being with would give them security that it will be worth it, right? The time that they'll put into the money will be all worth it. Otherwise, they'd rather be alone and not date anyone. And I also came across this study. It's on Journal on Personality. I'll leave the link down below if you want to read it. So there's also reasons why people choose to be single. It's by choice. They're focused on their personal goals or what they want to achieve in life. Also, dating has become harder. It's funny how now we have the dating apps, right? There's more choices, but I feel like it's not personal. Like it's not organic where it's being curated, or you can choose from so many choices. It can be overwhelming. Or, when it doesn't work out, they always have this okay plan that there's always more choices out there. It's like you're trying on a cloth or a piece of clothing. It didn't fit, you just return it and then you'd buy another one or you go to another store. And another reason it's out there is due to relationship breakdown, right? If it didn't work or something happened, the person was traumatized or it's a bad experience for them. So they don't want to get into another relationship since they're still recovering and still going through that difficult time. And this is interesting because from that study, they said about people have their different attachment styles when it comes to dating or being in a relationship. And attachment theory is shaped by our avoidance and anxiety. It's a relationship that we have with others. Is attachment anxiety. It's an anxiety or insecurity that leads people to avoid or becoming anxious about relationships and worrying about abandonment. Oh, it's something that I could definitely relate because, like you have this fear of what if this person abandons you during sickness or, health issues. Like, I always say, like, oh, why would I worry about that when I can take care of myself? I guess you have that sort of independence that you don't want to rely on anyone, and that's something that you also worry about. Another one is attachment avoidance. It's also a type that leads people to feel uncomfortable with intimacy and closeness. So, fear of being attached to someone, you don't want to get close to this person because what if like they hurt you? What if they leave you? So, it's like, you don't want to be used to that situation where you feel like it might not last or it's something that's only short lived. Those who are lower in avoidance and anxiety attachment are the more secure singles. Like they're secure with their relationships and in receiving intimacy. There's also different types of singles from this study. It says secure singles are the one who are happy about themselves. They have meaningful relationships. A big amount of relationships outside romantic partnerships, and they're generally happy with themselves. So people are secure, I guess, with their own selves and they have higher self-esteem. They're doing well in their personal life or probably in their professional life as well. Anxious singles are the ones who have lower self-esteem and they feel less supported, so they don't have enough or stable relationships with people outside romantic connections. Although evidence suggests that singles are generally happier and they choose to remain single because being in a happy relationship makes you poorer in life than being single. It's so true because I know for myself, I'd rather be single than being with someone that will make my life more miserable. I'd rather be on my own, right? And people always think you'll be happy if you have someone because it's being glorified or it's being highlighted in social media. And there's also the avoidant single. They have the least interest in being in a romantic relationship. They're satisfied with their status, which is being single, and they have fewer relationships, but they're close ones. Although they find that with this type of singles, they're less satisfied with relationships and less satisfied with friends, or they find less meaning in life. Yeah, so to sum up, it's very interesting take on, how they had a study and conclude about people choosing to be single and having them categorized in this type of singles. But I feel like it's not the whole picture. I mean, it could sum up some of the qualities or fears of being single, but we can't really, generalize, right? So it's still up to you how you want to live your life. I mean, and at the end of the day, you don't want to listen to what other people say. The only thing or the only person who knows you inside out is yourself. And there might be times you feel lonely or you feel not in a good position or not in a good mood, but it will always get better, and you can't rely on someone to give you the happiness that you want or deserve. And thank you for watching. So I'll see you again next time. Bye.